Babe, you gotta get up. You gotta finish this video in time for Halloween.
I don't feel so good.
What the fuck? Yeah, I'm getting the frying pan.
Are you sure you want to do that? I'll fuck you up, bitch! I'll fuck you up! Do you like Frankenstein's monster? Do you like spiders? No? How about spiders with guns? Still no? Well, tough shit, that's what you're getting. What's up everyone, my name's Beckwan, and welcome to my Halloween spooky special. Developed by Boss Game Studios, complete with its spooky intro, and published by BMG Interactive, Spider is an obscure platformer game that follows the story of Dr. Michael Kelly, a scientist working on a cybernetic insect, and its ability to transfer minds into them.
Cybernetic organism ready. Proceed with thought transfer. Verify ID. ID accepted. System ready. Executing thought control. Downloading. Cybernetic device operating under
One night, the head of a company known as Microtech infiltrates its lab to steal the technology. The head is literally a brain in a jar, and he really wants that technology.
I want that technology.
I love the slapping bass in the intro cutscene. During the invasion, the dog gets shot at and has his mind transferred inside the cybernetic spider. After becoming unconscious, the raiders abduct him to detach the device by any means possible, and you as the spider must journey through places such as labs, factories, museums, and sewers to stop Microtech and get your body back. If you've never heard of BMG Interactive, that's okay. Spider was the only game released in the US under that name. BMG was later bought by Take-Two Interactive, a company that owns Zynga, 2K, and Rockstar Games, where the executives Sam and Dan Houser of BMG later went on to be the founders for Rockstar, with Sam Houser heading the studio as president. Yay! Boss Game Studios, the developer of Spider, specialised in N64 racing games. However, Spider was their first release and was a PlayStation exclusive. BGS was an independent offshoot of Boss Film Studios, who created special effects for films such as Ghostbusters, Die Hard, True Lies, and Masters of the Universe. Boss Game Studios started work on an Xbox racing game but were unable to find publisher for the title, which resulted in the company disbanding in 2002. There's not much more history with this developer, unfortunately. The game is 2.5D, similar to games like Tombi or Klonoa, just less cute. The aim of each level is to collect microchips to progress to each new stage. Being a spider, you can do spidery things, such as being able to climb up all surfaces, hang from your web, jump, and attack with your long leggies. You can also do things most spiders can't, like wield a flamethrower and a knife. He can even throw boomerangs. Crikey. The spider doesn't have a name, so I shall call him Spiddy from now on. The flamethrower power-up, unlike in most games, doesn't suck. Maybe this is because most of the enemies you face are insects, which according to the rules of Pokemon, are weak to fire. Beckwan's fun facts about spiders. Spiders can go fishing. There are some ingenious ways the spiders use webs to capture their prey. The ogre-faced spider weaves a net between its front legs and then dangles above places where prey is likely to pass through. By using its web-like net, it scoops up its dinner like a grizzly at a picnic. Bola spiders use a long line of silk ended with a spot of sticky glue, swinging it at nearby moths to catch them, much like a fishing line. Big the cat would be jealous. Ants can be spiders in disguise. There are over 100 species of spiders that mimic ants by having evolved similar appearances and even similar pheromones. Most do it to evade predators, but a few do it to help them prey on ants. Spiders have inspired their own dance. During the 16th and 17th centuries, it was believed that a bite from the species of wolf spider named tarantula, found in the Taranto region of Italy, would be fatal unless the victim engaged in frenzied dancing to a specific piece of music. It inspired a dance locally known as the tarantella, and maybe that one song by Pendulum. Some spiders give gifts. When courting a female nursery web spider, they should always present a silk-wrapped fly to his prospective lover. If he doesn't, he'll be rejected outright, and she tries to eat him. Poor guy. Some spiders are colourful. One of the rarest and most beautiful spiders in the world is the peacock parachute spider. Because of its gorgeous blue colour, it's also known as the Guti sapphire. It's found in only one place in the world, a single patch of forest near Guti in West Bengal, India. Sadly, its survival is at risk because of tree felling. Spiders are a very important part of our ecosystem, and without them, we would be overrun with pests. Be kind to your friendly neighbourhood spid, and if you see one, leave them to a safe place or leave them alone. They're not interested in hurting you, unless you live in Australia. That place is mad. Anyway, back to the game. You will face many obstacles and enemies on your travels to save your body, battling against bats, rats, praying mantises, wasps, exploding flies, and little bouncy bugs that are annoying as shit. This game is hard as balls, and you will spend most of your time hearing this noise. If you quit the game before reaching the end, you get a gruesome cutscene, where the bad guys give up trying to get your technology off your head, in the normal way, and resort to chopping your head off instead. Lovely. There are a few bosses in this game. The first one is a robotic arm that for some reason you have beef with, because I can't understand why you wouldn't just walk past it and ignore it. It's not like it's gonna follow you. The creepiest boss for me was in the museum. I think it's a mummy, but I'm not sure. All I know is it was scary and annoying as hell to beat, mostly due to the long intro of having to dodge falling rocks. The final boss is old brain in a jar himself. Just whack his pointy stick when he attacks you, get him to laser the metal bits before making him zap himself. For a giant brain, he sure is dumb. When you defeat the brain, you get one final cutscene where the doc is freed by the spider. He scoops you up before the place blows up, and you both live happily ever after. Aww. So the game overall for me was really enjoyable as a platformer. It's unique and it stands out from the crowd of platformer mascot games that were around at the time. It's a shame that the harsh difficulty spike in some levels lets it down, but for their first and only 3D platformer game, Boss Studios did a good job. Anyway, thank you for watching this spooky Halloween special with me. I'm Beckwan, and if you've had a fun time, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be doing retro games every month. Bye bye!